What's going on with y'all, man? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Now people are coming out and saying, about Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is basically, word has it is that the Bears are very interested in Eric Bieniemy. Now, if you are going to get Eric Bieniemy, are you going to leave him with Justin Fields? Or are you going to get another quarterback? You know, it's a lot of things the Bears have to look at, but word has it that Jim Harbaugh might not be leaving Michigan. So you got to watch where Jim Harbaugh go. Because if Jim Harbaugh goes to the Bears or goes somewhere like Carolina or whatever, then Eric Bieniemy will probably take those jobs that he doesn't go to. That's the way it's looking right now. So we have to see. We have to make sure everything falls in line. But Eric Bieniemy, word has is that the Bears are interested in him. Wherever Eric Bieniemy goes as head coach, he's going to bring discipline. And players need that. I'm so sick and tired of these new age players with their crybabyism ways. And that may not be a word, but I'm finna make up a word today. I don't give no damn. They need to stop this crybabyism and all of this pointing finger crap and, oh, look at my phone, look at my watch and money and all this. And if you're just there for the money, just be there for the money. Go somewhere else with that. Some people want to play to win. But when somebody tells you about your soft behind, you want to try to throw a temper tantrum or try to throw hands. It's like, what are we doing? Huh? What are we really doing? What are we really teaching people or younger kids who are playing little league or high school or middle school? It's okay just to go back at the coach. Now you will have some players who will go back at the coach. You know, they may be frustrated. Both parties are frustrated. Then they come back, hug it out, dap it up, and they move on from there. So this would be great, man, if he could get a job there. But I want him and Flores to have a job next year. I think in my opinion, I feel Eric Bieniemy should get the Panthers job. If I'm David Tepper, I would bring Eric Bieniemy in. You suck at picking people. Go get Eric Bieniemy. Let him choose his general manager. Go from there. Don't pick the general manager for him. Let him pick his general manager, which might not happen anyway because, you know, they don't let the brothers pick who they want. But go after Eric Bieniemy, okay? You know, that's what I would do. If I'm the Bears, I go after Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores would help the Bears a lot because Brian Flores, you know, he likes ball control. His defenses be on point. He loves blitzing, and you know, he can his defense has really been saving him the whole year. Their offense has been so bad, but the defense has stepped up. Dobbs has helped them. He just had that one bad game against the Bears. Everybody's trying to act like he ain't this no more. I'm like, dude, it was one bad game. Plus, the Bears are very good defensively. That's what I'm saying. Like, people just love to just jump to conclusions after week. You know, I don't go crazy week after week. I just look at what teams did in the game where they won or lost, what their bad habits was. And I showed you the 49ers' bad habits that could come back and bite them in the ass in the playoffs. And then you guys are going to sit back and be like, man, damn, I thought they was unstoppable. Like, all right, y'all won a Super Bowl, so whatever. But, yeah. But I'm finna sit the phone down, y'all. I'm finna eat. Y'all can hear my voice. Got to eat before work because I'm going to be out there all day. I ain't going to be able to eat till later. But yeah, that'll be some big news. That'll be some great news for Eric Bieniemy if that happens. I hope that happens for him. He deserves it. He's been disrespected. He's been passed over far too long. A guy who got to the Super Bowl 3 times, won twice with Patty Mahomes. But they don't want to give him no credit. It's all Andy Reid. But the offense you've seen lately without him ain't looking like shit, is it? Look like shit. Right. Now I'm finna put the phone down, y'all. I'm still talking. I'm finna eat. I don't want no food being shown, you know. Now, the Guzzler is at it again, right? You thought I didn't hear what you said? The Guzzler said, force Lamar to throw the ball. That's how you beat the Ravens. I just sat there like, hasn't he been watching the games? Lamar has one of the highest passing percentages in the game. And he's throwing the ball very efficiently, better than his years before. Like, what are you talking about? Here's my thing, Shannon. Why do you go out your way to criticize Lamar Jackson, but you don't ever criticize Patrick Mahomes? You don't ever criticize Justin Herbert. You don't ever criticize any of these guys. Joe Burrow, none of them. All of these guys get a pass, but Lamar Jackson. Lamar can't get no pass. We just gonna talk bad about him, right? The games they need to close isn't always Lamar's fault. In that loss to the Browns, he threw a pick. It was by mistake. It got tipped up in the air. Really wasn't his fault. The ball was just tipped. But if it would have been anybody else, Shannon would have said the ball was tipped, so you know. He was trying to get it there. This bass mouth face ass boy love to criticize people who look just like him, skin tone and all. This is why I told y'all I'm not watching First Take, because I'm not finna watch 2 buck dancers. Y'all get mad at Skip like, man, Skip, man, he this and that. Well, Skip's white. That's what Skip does. Skip, to me, is more of an elitist. He has an elitist attitude. But yes, he does talk about the brothers. But Shannonsharpe look like the brothers, and he talk about us worse than anybody else. In basketball, does he give Curry or anybody any love? The only time he gives Golden State love is when he can take a shot at Kevin Durant. And it's just downright preposterous, downright bullshit what he does. He is the worst journalist that I've seen. Well, I'm not going to say the worst. It's people that's worse than him. He's one of the worst analysts of the game there is, because he's so agenda-based. When he actually has a take where he's not biased or trying to do an agenda, he actually sounds like he got some goddamn common sense. The narrative has always been Lamar can't throw. Myles Garrett done disrespected him. Logan Wilson. Everybody called Lamar running back, but Lamar won the MVP. It's crazy. Crazy. None of these quarterbacks have done what Lamar has done with less. Everybody else has played with less and hasn't done a great enough job like Lamar. And that's facts. So, what is your problem? Why do you go out your way to disrespect Lamar Jackson saying, make him throw? He's a quarterback. What you want to do to defend Lamar Jackson is keep him bottled up in the pocket as long as you can. Or try to force him out. You want to try to force him out of the pocket, because if you keep him in the pocket, Lamar could be able to throw the ball and get it to his guys. Lamar has shown he can throw from the pocket. I think he can throw from the pocket better than a lot of these quarterbacks that's in the league. They just don't want to give him credit because he's a black quarterback. But you want to try to force him out of the pocket. You don't want Lamar to be in the pocket, because if he's in the pocket and he, you let him roll out where he wants to, you want to basically keep him contained. You don't want him to have an outlet. You don't want him to throw to his safety net, or you don't want him to run to his safety net because he has a way to get out and make the throw. Lamar Jackson this year has done a lot better throwing to his safety nets, throwing the ball dinking and donking to his guys. Whereas in years past, Lamar was too busy trying to go downfield too much. But Shannon won't give you that analysis because he don't like Lamar Jackson. Then, this is an excuse. I picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. But Shannon, let me ask you this. Why don't you call out John Harbaugh? Huh? You haven't called him or anybody out. Your whole thing is Lamar. But your boy Pat Mahomes ain't doing shit. Why aren't you calling him out? Why aren't you calling him out? Huh? Why don't you call him out? John Harbaugh has mismanaged a lot of the game in late game situations. I understand, he doesn't call the offensive plays. He doesn't call the defensive plays. He's a special teams guy. Special teams is be on point. I cannot lie when it comes to him. He does his job. But as far as head coach, being able to be able to take over like he needs to and everything, for him to be able to take over like he needs to and stuff, he doesn't do it. That Chargers game was a perfect example of his bad play as a coach. He didn't challenge when he was supposed to challenge. And that messed the momentum of the offense up. When is it going to be their fault? Huh? When? see Lamar Jackson with weapons now can actually run an offense. Zay Flowers, if it wasn't for CJ Stroud having the year he has and Tank down, he would be clear-cut Offensive Player of the Year. His impact on the team is extraordinary. But we don't see when it's time to sign him. We gonna see if they gonna do it. But you're not gonna criticize him. Hell, you don't even criticize Aaron Rodgers putting on this little soap opera trying to get all the attention while his team out there getting their ass whooped. You don't say shit when it comes to these white quarterbacks or light-ass quarterbacks. You always hate on Jalen Hurts. You hate on Dak Prescott and you hate on Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott has done more than Justin Herbert. And then y'all want to bring up coaches, but y'all told me Mike McCarthy is a trash coach too. Y'all tell me Kellen Moore's a trash coach too. Dak Prescott did more with Kellen Moore than what Justin's doing with Kellen Moore. So what is it? When we gonna blame the white boy? Because when Lamar and Greg Roman is a great run coordinator. Like if you put him as a run coordinator, he'll be fine. He is great at running the ball. But as far as passing and spreading it open, having a balance to his playbook, he sucks. The same as Bruce Arians. You blame Lamar. You said this is the perfect system for him. When he played in a pro style in college, you dumbass. This is how I know all you guys are phony and fake. And Steven Raccoon, what's wrong, man? You going on white people shows who don't like blacks, trying to get your stuff out there, talk about your little white ass grandma, right? You see, the thing is about you, man, I told you the writing was on the wall. I told everybody from watching First Take, he gonna be gone. He don't fit, he fake. When you fake and phony, you're not gonna survive long. Yeah, for a time being, you'll get pushed to a certain position, but as soon as they can find somebody to replace you that's better than you, excuse me, dress fresher than you, it's like, what we doing? Now, he's saying that I trust Lamar Jackson more than the Dolphins. You didn't say that earlier. Remember you said, Raccoon, that the Ravens should have never paid him that money? He's not worth it. It's like, how? After 3 games, he's not worth it. How about we give him a couple years to see what he does? How about that? And plus, he did earn his contract because he carried their ass to the playoffs, and then he got hurt. They made the playoffs because Tyler Huntley had more experience, and they only lost because Huntley fumbled the ball. And the Bengals over there celebrating. I'm like, dude, y'all were struggling to the damn Ravens without Lamar. Then you had Sambo Woodson, Sambo Vic, come out there saying that he should play, and then Sean Payton goofy ass. That's why Sean Payton, I'm happy he losing and getting exposed for the weak ass coordinator he is. Because he gonna talk about he should play, like he should want to play. And then they're gonna be like, oh, only if you know, if he's not hurt. They tried to slide that. Then he gonna try to go on Twitter. Buck Dancing Woodson gonna go on Twitter and try to talk about, I said that. I said, you only said that shit to cover your ass. Because you were insinuating, dumbass. See, that's the problem. Y'all want to get on Twitter and go back and forth. Man, I ice your ass, boy. Listen, if we had a debate, Charles Woodson, I would ice your ass. You'll be put on ice. You ain't ready for people like me. I ain't like Ticket with Chris Broussard. I ain't gonna take an L. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna bring up shit. I'm gonna bring up facts and realism. And I'm gonna point out a lot of factors. I'm gonna point out the game, the player, footwork, his ability, his skill, all of that shit. Because I know this shit ain't real out here. All this shit fake. This shit here is controlled by the refs. The league controls it by the refs. And they got a bunch of them damn magnets in the football and basketball. Because they got to make sure that they hit the betting lines. Y'all don't understand. It's a big business. It's a lot of money. So you got to control it. But you still got to go out there and make the plays. Pat Mahomes' ass, man, he can't make the plays. He just can't. Pacheco need to be the lead person of that offense. If you get a ball to Pacheco, you'll win. But I don't hear Shannon giving you this analysis. Y'all have watched every last one of my videos where I show you the game, I break down the film, and I show you different parts of the film that you need to see. And you guys sit back, y'all done learned so much football from being on my channel than you would ever from them assholes. Because all they worry about is agenda. They're trying to push somebody instead of actually letting the game play out to see if the mother effer can actually play. And that's the problem with us today. That's the problem with everybody. They keep on falling for these dumbass tricks. They just screwed the Suns on an illegal timeout that LeBron and them didn't have. Then they fouled the shit out of Booker, but nobody talking about it. Everybody gonna talk about before, well, they fouled earlier in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like, we got to get rid of these foolery ass players. We got to get rid of this foolery, man. Or we gonna continue falling down, man. But yeah, I said what I had to say. I got to get into work. I might come back live tonight. I might not. Depends on what the news is. I didn't come on last night. I got to do my review for the animated Resident Evil movies, the series and the animated series, not the real series. That series was trash as hell. You know. But I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to let you guys know what's up. You know, so I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out. Deezy.